Hello, is this the reception? Can you please bring up my breakfast, please, and make sure you put some tea with sugar as well, please. Thank you. And also remember, don't forget to check out Diary of Mr. CV on YouTube, and let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoy it as well. So have a good day. So I'll be expecting you in the next 10-15 minutes. Thank you. Hey, yes my people, it's your boy Mr. CV out here. Work so hard that they bring your breakfast to you. You don't need to get up to make your breakfast anymore. Let them bring it to you. Yes, it's your boy Mr. CV. I'm back with another very special video. And I was just ordering breakfast there. But we're not here to talk about me ordering breakfast. We're here to talk about a very special topic that I said and that I was thinking about, that I thought you guys needed to know. You always know, as your boy Mr. CV, I always bring in very brilliant mind, thought-provoking topics, because in this life you've got to be thinking all the time, not just thinking about what food you're gonna eat, who you're gonna talk to, but you're thinking about things differently. And that's what I stand for, that's what I believe in. And I'm here to open minds, to be able to for you to see things in a different light. Because according to one sociologist, they always say, look into the eyes of the people involved. No, that's not correct. No, actually, I got it now. See the world through the eyes of the people involved. And I am seeing the world through the eyes of people like yourself, people that follow me, people that tune into my videos. And that's what I want to do. Anyways, today we're going to talk about risk. Because in this life, whether you like it or not, we are going to be taking risk everywhere. I live a very gambled lifestyle without being a gambler. Or I live a very gambled lifestyle without gambling, because I don't gamble. I try to abstain from gambling, and I hope you do too, because I don't advocate for gambling anyway. But what I'm trying to say to you is, I live a lifestyle that is very risky, that involves taking a lot of risk, that involves calculations. And when it comes to risk itself, risk is something you do without certainty, without being certain that it might result in failure, it might result in a loss of something. Because normally when people think about risk, people think about money, people think about just losing money or losing, but it comes with a lot of risk. You have to think about what is the cost or benefits of the risk that you're about to take. And I want to link this risk about money as well. I'm talking about saving money, because I remember when you're growing up, or people around you say, save money for rainy days, or save money because there might be days where you might end up being broke and you need extra money. And for me, obviously I've grown up with that mentality, or I've grown up with that kind of sayings around me, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that saying. Actually, it's a very good saying. But the risk there is that, yes, you might be saving up, let's say for 10 years, because you hope to use the money for something good, or you hope to use the money to buy a house, or whatever, do it whatever you desire. But the risk there is, there's no guarantee that you live in that 10 years to spend that money. There's no guarantee that you might be alive to achieve those things. That's the risk that is involved. And sometimes, yes, people have these long-term goals, which is not a problem, but who knows? Because as much as we look after ourselves, as much as we try our best to be as healthy, as physical, as mental as possible, our life is not really in our hands, because anything can happen. You can wake up tomorrow, something happens to you, and it's happened to me where I've had a life-changing experience, and obviously it's made me think about life differently. But the risk involved in those kind of savings of money, let's say for example is that we don't have an idea whether we might live to that point to be able to spend that money. And then imagine, God forbid, you've had an expectation that you want to save money and you want to buy a house. 10 years later, let's say 8 years before the 10 years about to reach, something happens, and let's say for example something bad happens, let's say for example, touch wood, it doesn't happen to you, or it doesn't happen to anyone in your family, but let's say for example you die, for example, the money that you've saved up for, let's say 50,000, you're not the one spending that money anymore. You're gonna have queue of family members waiting, calling the banks every day, asking them, what's the PIN code, what's the password for your bank account, so that they can check how much you've got in your bank account, so that they will know how to distribute that money. But like I said, I'm not saying there's anything against saving money, but it does come with a risk. The risk is we will never know whether you'll be alive to spend that money. No one knows. Also, on the other hand, if you decide not to save your money, because I do know some certain people that have a mentality that, you know what, who knows when we're gonna die, who knows when we'll be able to be alive to enjoy the money. So what they do is, as soon as they get the money, they spend their money, and maybe they use it to go on holidays. Now that's also a risk. Every risk or every things you do comes with consequences, and that's also a risk, because as soon as they get their money, they're spending it. They get their money, they're spending it. Yes, when there's a rainy day, or when there's a day that they might need money comes and they don't have money, that's the risk they've chosen. Because I know there's a lot of stigma attached to people that get their money and spend their money, get their money and spend their money. I know there's a lot of people look at them like, oh, what are you doing? But you know what? Let's go back to that situation, that example that I gave. Let's say something happens to them tomorrow now, and they're not here anymore. Maybe in their mind, they might be happier that they spend their money, because at least they enjoy their money. Unlike some people that just save their money. Because I know a lot of people, saving is not a problem. But when you're saving your money and you're starving yourself from enjoying your money, I know a lot of people that will be saving their money, but they'll be living in one boxed room, or they'll be uncomfortably in themselves. Is that even a word? I don't even know. They'll be putting themselves in uncomfortable situations just because they want to buy a house in their hometown, a house that they'll probably only go there once or twice in a year, or even if they're lucky, they might go there 3 or 4 times in a year. But most people, they'll probably only go to these places maybe once every 2 years. And normally what happens is you get people, maybe their family members back in their hometown, in their place of origin, they occupy these properties that they've built. And then to ask them to move out of the property is another issue, is another battle on its own. So I don't want to divert. So back to what I was saying. So for those people that decide to spend their money as soon as they get it, personally, yes, we've grown up with this ideology that there's a problem, there's an issue with it. Personally, it's up to them, whatever they feel is right. On this issue of whether saving money, spending money, personally, it's really up to you. If you decide to save your money, you're taking a risk. Because at the end of the day, who knows whether you'll be alive to achieve those goals or to spend those money. But if you also spend your money as soon as you get it, it's also a risk. Because if something happens in the future, you don't have no money left. You're on your own. You're basically on your own. My thought on it is really up to you. It's really up to you. It's your choice, really. You've got to make that choice. But obviously with that choice does come with consequences. And you got to be ready to face those consequences. I've chosen to actually save a bit of my money. And I think there is a need for balance. There is a need for balance. As you're saving some of your money, make sure you also spend some of your money to not be putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, for you not to enjoy the money. What's the point of working so hard, working so much, and you're not able to enjoy your money? All because you want to save some money to buy a house, to show off to people that, yeah, I've got property, and you haven't really enjoyed your money, you haven't spent your money. So for me, really, there's a need for balance, but also there's a need for you to make a choice. And remember, either choices you make, it does come with consequences. Someone actually told me there was a person that was as soon as he gets his money, he spends his money. And sadly, he died. And after he died, his family members were fighting. Oh, let's check how much this guy left in his bank account. By the time they went to check, they found £20 there. And literally, yes, he's gonna come with a lot of stigma, a lot of curses, because people, his family members, like, what? We see you working every day. What is this guy doing with his money? But like I said, it's the choice he's made. It might look like a selfish choice, but at the end of the day, it's his money. He's allowed to decide what he wants to do with his money. Because I know we have a community where, oh, just because you spend your money and you don't save your money, they look at you as if you're like you're different, you're weird. But personally, it's a choice. And like I said, these choices do come with consequences. I will mention again, I'm not against saving your money. And I'm not against spending your money. But I do think that there needs to be a balance. And that balance or that choice does need to come from you. You need to decide what you feel is right. If you feel the best thing to do for you is to save your money, that's absolutely fine. If you think the best thing for you is to spend your money, that is also a choice you might make. People might look at it as a selfish choice, but it's really up to you. It's really up to you. It's your option. It's your boy, Mr. Sifi. You know what? Taking risk is not for everybody. It's really not for everybody. And just to finish off, because I know everyone these days now, because everyone want easy money, everybody's turning to a Bitcoin trader, a Forex trader. They'll tell you, oh, put some money in here, you get £10,000 back. Put this here. Listen, just calm down, man. For me, personally, this is my own opinion. You don't have to take it. You can decide for yourself. I'm just here to just share what I believe and share what I think. It's up to you whether you want to take it in or you want to dismiss what I say. So it's really up to you. But for me personally, if you don't have £10,000 in your account, I personally don't think it's a good idea for you to invest. Because to make £10,000 itself, especially your first £10,000, is a struggle. It's very difficult. It's difficult, especially for people like myself that started from the grassroots, that's still in the grassroots. But at least once you have £10,000 in your account, if you lose, let's say, £500 or £1,000, it's not going to hurt you too much. That's why they say don't ever invest more than you're able to lose. Because yes, if I have £10,000 and I lose £500 or £1,000, I know I have £9,000 left. All I need to do is maybe go work a little bit extra, make that £1,000, and I'm back to my £10,000. So for me personally, if you are going to invest, have at least £10,000 in your account. For me, so that at least, number one, you already know how to make £10,000, and number two, don't go and be, because a lot of you see the result, oh, in the next 6 months I'll get £10,000 back, let me put all my money. No, be smart about how you spend your money, because trust me, for someone like myself that work very hard, I work very hard for my money. So for me just to dash my money out and just waste it, I personally don't think it's right for me. But like I said, this is my idea, this is my thoughts. You can choose yours as well. So for me, it's very important that how I spend my money is very, very important. I live a very calculated lifestyle. I live a lifestyle that involves a lot of mathematics and a lot of looking at both sides, the pros and cons. That's what I said before at the start of the video. I'm a gambler without gambling. But like I told you, I don't advocate for gambling because I don't gamble. I've never gambled before in my life. So like I said, in terms of this investment, because I do know everybody wants quick money, everybody wants quick this, quick that. So when they hear of Forex trading, which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Forex trading, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trading itself, I'm not saying that, All I'm just saying is, yes, if you are going to make these investments, be smart about how you're making these investments. And also as well, if you don't have a lot of cash or a lot of capital in your bank account as well, don't be too quick to make these investments, because easily you can lose it. And I know a lot of people that come with so many ideas. Yeah, try this, try that. And sometimes, you know what, for me, I just prefer just keep my money in my bank account, man. Just know my money is safe. I don't have to worry. Because sometimes you make these investments and you can't even sleep because you're thinking, oh, would I get my money back? Would I not get my money back? Would I? Just let my money rest in my bank account, man. Anyways, I don't want to bore you too much. It's your boy, Mr. CV. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I really hope you take some of the information if it's useful to you. If it's not useful to you, you don't have to take it. But for some people, taking risk is not part of their DNA. It's not their lifestyle, and then there's nothing wrong with it. I'm a person, I like to take risk because I like to see how far I can push myself and how far I can go. But also, whilst you're taking this risk, be calculative about it. Be thinking differently about it. Be thinking, how can I make this work that is not going to affect me or put me in an uncomfortable situation? So once you're thinking about these things, trust me, you'll be able to find a balance. So it's your boy, Mr. CV. I'll leave you right there. Hope you have a fantastic day. I'm literally in Birmingham right now. I'm enjoying my life. I'm living my life. I'm trying to enjoy my money as well. So it's your boy, Mr. CV. I'm done out here. I'm out. Have a fantastic day. Keep tuning up for more videos and keep watching. And take care.